I've been with Hanu Reddy Realty and with my brother Hanu Reddy for the last 45 years. I've been in the business selling real estate in Irvine, California. So I know the grassroots of the business. That's how we started the whole thing and grew to this stage. But my mantra was, as my father and my mother, they always said, especially my mother, she said, any job you take, you should do a good job, or maybe even better than what is expected, which is the 10x that my brother keeps telling all of y'all. You have to be on your 10x behavior every single day. So I first joined my brother Hanu Reddy as an assistant to him for the first 2 years. So I was new to the country. I didn't know what selling agent was, what buying agent was, what farming is, nothing. But I told him I'll come and help you in the office because my children were little. I was working like part-time with him helping. But then I slowly got to know what the business required. And every single day I learned what does it take to make his business better. I didn't think about myself, but I thought that because that is my job, to assist him to do a better job. So I tried to understand the business better, learned about farming I used to go to we lived in a certain section in Irvine where there were a lot of other realtor signs, So I said, my gosh, I don't see any of Hanu Reddy signs. I have to work and see how to get, like mushrooms, they should all sprout in the area, Hanu Reddy Realty signs. So I worked towards that, learned how to make a flyer. Even in those days when we started, we had to make our own flyers and get it printed and distribute it in the area. Then people recognized it. Then he was shooting like a shooting star. So to advertise him and to make a flyer on his performance was not too difficult, because we just had to send just listed, just sold to the community. So that's how we got our name and board all over the place. Our Hanu Reddy Realty was known to the community, and it's kept growing and growing. From one listing to 55 to 100, and the business was just flowing. In the beginning, we had to chase a client, but as you're in the business for 10 or 20 years, the business chases you if you do the real estate mantra every single day of your career. You cannot forget it. What is the mantra of real estate? You have to do real estate activities, which is reviewing homes, prospecting clients, and improving your knowledge in real estate. What is currently happening in your neighborhood? What are the current interest rates? What is happening to the city planning? Everything. Because that's when you meet a client, you share this knowledge with them, saying that, this is what is happening in the city. This is what is going on, a new school is coming up. So if we're going to have, or a new project of homes are coming up. So you have to go and preview those new homes and tell them this is the price range the homes have come up. So basically what I'm trying to say is you have to do the real estate activity diligently and try to shadow a senior agent. So when they are talking about a property, you try to understand what they're talking about, and that is also knowledge for you. Then also in the last 40 to 45 years, the real estate industry has grown a lot, and it has changed a lot. Like in 1986, the median price of a single family detached home was $150,000. And in 2026, the same home is $1,500,000, which means it's gone up 1,000 times. So is your commission, at 150,000, 3%, and at 1,500,000 at 3%, it's gone up that high. Then there are 3 pillars of lifelong retention. How will you be in the business for a long time? How will you survive 45 years in business? There are some basic things that you need to do, which is proactive, unhyped communication, which is like farming, like having your pumpkin patch, your mango festivals, then you're giving out the cookie cans, which means you're not going out there to give a sales pitch, but you're inviting them to come to the farm or to a pumpkin patch, and you're talking about all other things and getting to know the families a lot better. So it's in a very non-threatening way of getting to know a family. So that is one way of communicating. And then the next one is you have to show the clients that they can trust you. So once they know you, that you are a realtor in the neighborhood, they might call you saying that, hey, you know what, I need a plumber in this area, do you know of anyone? I mean, you're not going to get paid for it, but if you have a good plumber, you should refer them. So you don't think that everything that you do for a client, you're going to get a commission for it. So you have to give them, and then they will also call you for a market evaluation. And with your advice, they may decide not to sell the home or buy a home, which means there's no commission to you. But still, you have to give a very honest advice to your client. And that's when they will be very grateful to you that you gave the right advice at the right time. And whenever the right time is to sell, they will call you. So to develop that trust is very important with clients. Don't tell them something just to sign the listing that day thinking that you'll get a check. That's a very short-term thinking. Then from this mass farming that we do, then you go to, once you have a client, once a transaction is done, the next step is when the relationship starts. You have to work on the relationship with the client. So what do you do to build that relationship? Once we close escrow, you don't forget the client. You have to keep in touch with the client and try to meet them at least on some occasions. Like when it's summer, we have beautiful fruit. Then I have a garden where I grow lovely guavas and whatever it is, some exotic fruit which you won't get in the store. So you can just knock on the door of your client and say, hey, I thought of you because I thought you like guavas and I grow these guavas, and give them something. So you make an impact on your client. So you go on with one after the other to make a very good impression on your client so they remember you. Ranji thought of me and she came over and gave me this. Similarly, then as you get closer and closer to them, see, because there will be a lull period, like you'd have finished one transaction in 2015, 2001, and the next transaction with that same client will be in 2015. So what do you do in the meanwhile? Just forget them? No. You have to be in touch with them every single year, at least 2 to 3 times in a year. They should get so close to you in those 15 years where they invite you to their home to be part of their lives. That's when you know the nitty-gritty details of what they are doing. Like for instance, I'll give you a case study of one client whom we did business from 2001 till now 2026. This family, husband and wife with 2 children. The lady used to go, the couple's parents visited from India, and they used to go for a walk on the Woodbridge Lake, and they would meet Mr. Reddy, and so they knew him, the realty and whatever it is. And I met the wife in some of the client's house. I just knew her as so-and-so, but I was in the mission of giving out cookie cans. So I gave her also a cookie can, and that made a great impression on her. So when she was ready to sell her home, she called Mr. Reddy. We got an appointment, went over, listed their home. We very successfully listed. We sold their home in Woodbridge for $338,000, 3% commission. And then these people who are living in the small home wanted to upgrade their home to a bigger home. So we helped them buy a home for $730,000 for 3% commission. And then that's what I said, from 2001 to 2015 was a lull period, but I kept farming them. Then in 2015, next slide. In 2015, I got a call, we both got a call from them saying that they wanted to upgrade their home, which means, so we helped them buy a home for $2,745,000 at 3% commission. And which meant that they had to either lease their previous home or list their previous home to sell. I think for 2 years we leased their home, and then after 2 years they decided to sell the previous home. We sold that home for $1,500,000. Again, that one we brought we were the selling agent and the buying agent. We had the buyers and the seller, and we got 6% commission on $1.5 million. Then the buyers of this home had a home in another neighborhood where they had a smaller home and they had to upgrade to this bigger home, which they had to sell and buy this home. So we listed their home, and in the first open house, I got a buyer and sold the home. So what does this say? That you're repeatedly doing what is all real estate activities. It was a Sunday, I just came back from something, but I was determined to do my open house for my client because they need to sell in order to buy. So I went from 1 to 5, did the open house. The first client that came in there sold the home. So you should take your business seriously. When somebody entrusts their home for you to sell their home, you should take it very seriously and help them accomplish their goal. And all these, what I've learned, this discipline of how to conduct myself as an excellent realtor, I learned it from my brother. There were times in the business for a whole 5 hours in the open house, there will not be even one client who will come. But he said, you cannot watch TV, you cannot be eating lunch, you cannot be distracted. Why? Why does he say that? Because suddenly the homeowner might just come in to see what is going on in the open house. So they should not see you watching TV in their house or whatever it is. You can read about real estate or whatever it is. So this kind of discipline you should have. Treat your business with reverence, treat your brand with reverence, because based on what you're doing in that open house, they're going to gauge. Should I list my house? Should I extend the listing? What should I do? So how you conduct yourself is extremely important. How you dress for your business, and and the city we live, it's grown a lot bigger now. But when you go out, like even to a store or whatever, when you become very popular in the area, everybody recognizes you. They say, oh, this is Ranji from Hanu Reddy Realty. And you see, like I used to always wear my badge, Ranji Maya Hanu Reddy Realty. So even at the checking counter, somebody will recognize you, saying that, oh, you are with Hanu Reddy Realty. I'm thinking of selling my home, why don't you come over? So immediately get the appointment and go. You take the opportunity to do that. So never find yourself dressed shabbily or whatever it is, because that's the impression they will carry away with them. And then in 2021, the same family, their son was so little when they first listed their home in Woodbridge. Now he's become an adult, he's about 28 years old, so they wanted us to help him buy a home. So we helped him buy a home for $1 million in Aliso Viejo. So we kept this relationship going, and then later on, the husband's parents, they had a home in Coimbatore, a property in Coimbatore, and they wanted that to be sold. So we referred it to a Coimbatore agent, and they did a successful job of it. So the opportunity is endless if you do a great job in what you're supposed to do. Don't waste your time by just, chatting and this thing, because when you come to work, you do your work. When you go home, you do your, spend time with your family. And I would also say that you should try to lead a very balanced life. You should try to take short vacations, not very long, short vacations with your family, so they don't feel you're neglecting them. Spend time with your family, take care of your health, and that keeps you going for a long time in the business. And now I conclude with this statement. This incredible growth and prosperity for both clients and agents has come by association with the brand Hanu Reddy Realty. Thank you. And that is it. So all of you should have a dream. What is it that I want to be? And do your best every single day, which is the 10x behavior. Thank you, and wish you all the best. I wish all the newcomers, there is great scope in this business. Don't give up. Just keep going. Good luck and God bless.